Hey Aries, welcome back to Cappy Cove. This is going to be your love reading for July of 2019. It's for those who have Aries in their sun, moon, rising, or their Venus. Please keep in mind it's a general reading, so not all messages will apply to everyone. So I want to go ahead and start off that I am pulling up a situation here where some of you may have some past lovers coming back. Now, I feel like if this is someone who has cheated on you before and you're unclear of what their intentions are, they're not good. They're going to cheat again. That's what I'm getting. So if you have someone, like I said, that you've been with in the past and they come back and you're unsure of what to do with these, I was going to say these people. Shit, maybe y'all got more than one ex coming back. Point is, if they fucked around, they're going to do it again. I wouldn't trust them. I feel like they're going to play you, and I feel like there's a lot of, it's going to bring up a lot of negative shit. So I'm going to go ahead and leave that one there. I'm not liking this past person energy coming in. I do see for singles, though, that y'all will have some romantic opportunities coming up in July. So for those who are out there dating and trying, you will meet some people. Now, as far as those in relationships go, I'm seeing a really hard decision that has to be made, and there's a message here that you need to make the decision or it's going to be made for you. I feel like somebody is being asked to be in an open relationship, and that's like not you at all. Make the decision, because if not, it'll be made for you. Some of you may be deciding if you're going to be staying with somebody, and I feel like it's kind of a mutual thing between you and your partner. Like y'all are both talking about whether or not you're going to continue the relationship or making it work. If you don't make your decision, they're going to make it for you. I do see here a situation that needs to be examined more closely. I do see that there are some of those red flag situations coming up here. It's like you need to pay attention to something. I feel like this is more for those in relationships, but you need to be paying attention to something that your partner's doing because it's kind of feeling shady. Not necessarily cheating, but just something shady. It's almost like I get that feeling like, you find out about something, like, when you can like stay with somebody for so long and yet you thought you knew who they were, turns out you really didn't. It's kind of one of those things. Like there's just something here that's a little sketchy. I feel like also, Aries, this is going to be a month when it comes to your relationships, especially with like anybody you're dating and stuff. But I'm getting this really strong message here that y'all really need to stand your ground and stand up for yourself and what you believe in. So whatever situation comes up in your love life, or if you're dating people, don't budge your beliefs or your morals or your ethic code just because of somebody else. I'm seeing here you really need to stand your ground with what you believe in and what you want in a relationship, or what you want in like in a partner that you're going to date. I'm also seeing here that you don't need to be putting up with anybody's bullshit. Because, okay, for the month of July, I'm getting an extreme exhaustion feeling, like emotionally drained, physically drained. Just everything in you just feels drained. I'm seeing you really need to have a time to rest, to take time for yourself, to catch up on sleep. I feel like lacking sleep could alter your mood some. I feel like some of you are going to lose sleep over this decision that needs to be made. Some of you may be worried about losing your partner, or there's something that you're really worried about when it comes to either dating. Some of you might be really nervous about going on a date. But I see like someone's losing a lot of sleep here about a situation that they're worried about. And I feel like once you really figure out what you want and stand for yourself in that, and stand in your own power, like don't let nobody else make that choice for you, because then that's going to like take away from like your power and your decision. So I feel like you really need to be the one that makes this. But I do see a lot of sleepless nights. Some of you might actually just be worried about a loved one. Almost like something going on in their life and it's affecting you, so you're like up all night with them or stressed for them and with them. I'm also seeing here somebody that might be talking about making bigger commitments with their love interest. So like y'all may be trying to, bigger commitments, like either y'all decide y'all want to get married, or there's a lot of talk of marriage, or getting engaged, or moving in with somebody, or moving somewhere together. But I feel like, this is, maybe that's what's keeping you up at night too, because it would be like having to uproot your life. And if you want to do it with this person, probably because you're not married. Either way, I just see here that there needs to be, you really need to think about what you want. I feel like you give a lot, or like in this specific situation, I feel like you want to give a lot of yourself. You want to be able to do everything for them, but if you don't take care of you and what you want and what you need, there could be like resentment down the road, and there needs to be a very strong balance here. It needs to be very equal, especially for those in like a relationship trying to go through this. Like y'all need to make sure it's very equal on both sides. But I do see with y'all having that temperance card up right there, I do see that it will turn out okay, and you will be able to find that balance. And I do see some of you here that if you are potentially trying to marry someone, or there is talk of marriage, I'm kind of getting the vibe here that they're not really quite ready for marriage. I feel like some of you might be dealing with someone who's very selfish or self-absorbed. I feel like some of you may decide to stay friends with someone instead of being with them. I'm also seeing someone here that's really over emotional. But more importantly, I just get this overall sense that y'all are going to need a lot of rest in July. I also see that y'all need to be listening to your intuition and not ignore it. Some of you need to say no. Some of you really need to speak up. Normally that's not a problem that Aries have, but I feel like, if y'all love this person, it's a little bit like you want to make them happy, but I feel like somebody here needs to just step up and be like, no, not doing it. No, I don't think so. No, I don't like that. Somebody needs to say no. Some of you may also need to be like putting more time in with your partner, or less time. And this can even be for those that are single dating, either spending more time with yourself as opposed to dating. So if y'all are like over dating, maybe you need to kind of take a break and step back. Overall, it needs to be balanced. I get this overall balance energy, especially with the temperance there, and it's next to the Six of Pentacles. There needs to be an overall balance in your life in general, but it's affecting your relationships more than anything. So depending which side you're on, whether you need to put more time in or less time in, that's going to be different for everyone. I'm also seeing here somebody, I feel like this is more with that ex. If y'all have an ex person coming back, I feel like they're with somebody else. I'm getting a third party situation with that. Like somebody else has a whole other family on the side. Really pay attention to y'all's intuition, and Aries, get some rest. Like I'm just seeing how drained y'all are, and y'all really need to get some sleep. I'm also seeing somebody here has an issue with their relationship because they think their partner's parents are crazy. Oh boy. I'll let y'all figure that one out. But I'm going to go ahead and leave it there, Aries. Thanks for watching. Till next time. Bye, y'all.